What's up? Welcome to the stack. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm neonmushroom, and today we've got some more Commander EDH gameplay for you guys. Today we've got Chris and Max back at the channel, and then me and Calvin will be handling the other seats. We've got a couple decks you haven't seen before, and that's everything you really need to know before the game starts. So let's go ahead and check out who else is playing. I guess you already know who's playing, and you already know about some of the decks because of the thumbnail. So I guess let's look at opening hands and our typical upkeep stuff.
As always, if you like this show or any of our other shows on YouTube, liking, sharing, and subscribing helps us out immensely. If you like our content and don't mind that extra mile, you can always support us over on Patreon, over at patreon.com/mtg the stack. Comment down below any of your thoughts and feelings, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Okay, first up we've got Max returning to the channel, and he's bringing his Orvar the All-Form build. This is going to be a pretty high-powered deck that wants to abuse Orvar's triggered ability in conjunction with cards like Clock Spinning and Twiddle to gain a ton of value and eventually win the game using a Thassa's Oracle. Max is lucky enough to keep a 7-card hand including Mox Opal, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, Thermal Flux, Ponder, Twiddle, and one basic island. Next up we've got Chris Shavers returning to the channel, and he's bringing his Anowon the Ruin Thief build. This is going to be a tempo tribal deck that wants to focus on playing a ton of rogues, and it wants to win the game usually through combat damage, but I'm told he does have a few combos in this deck. Chris also keeps a 7-card hand including Capsize, Zareth Sand the Trickster, Ghostly Pilferer, Felwar Stone, Ice Tunnel, a basic swamp, and a basic island. Next up there's me, and I'll be playing my Vega the Watcher build from the $100 Kaldheim budget decks video you guys saw about a month ago. This is going to be a combo control deck that wants to utilize Vega to draw as many cards as possible, and eventually try to win the game with a Knowledge Pool combo or an Altar of the Brood combo. I had to mulligan down to 6, and I'll be keeping a Behold the Multiverse, Rapid Hybridization, Swords to Plowshares, Soul Ring, Plains, Island, and I had to put a Treasure Mage on the bottom of my library. Last but not least, we have Calvin playing the partner pairing of Jeska, Thrice Reborn, and Thrasios Triton Hero. We like to call this deck the Shape of Water. This is going to be a landfall deck that wants to use Jeska to control the board a little bit, Thrasios to maintain some card advantage, and it eventually wants to win using Valakut the Molten Pinnacle. Calvin also had to mulligan down to 6, keeping a Wayward Swordtooth, a Training Grounds, Forest, Mountain, Reflecting Pool, Cinderglade, and he had to put a copy of Gush on the bottom.
Card game time, Max.
You pick Calvin's.
I'll pick Calvin's. This is the one that Calvin will get.
You pick Adrian's.
Oh, okay, understood.
Okay. You pick mine.
Sick.
All right, great.
1,
1, 2,
2, 3, flip.
Ha!
Hey!
Ah!
Proof of concept.
It starts with you. Untap, upkeep, draw. Island. But wait, there's more. We're gonna play that Soul Ring. But wait, there's more. We're gonna play that Mana Ball.
I'm gonna mental this up your soul ring. Okay.
Okay. But wait, there's more. There's a Mox Opal. And then we're gonna ponder.
Oh my god.
After dumping most of his hand, Max is going to resolve his Ponder. He's going to decide he likes the way the cards are set up. He's going to draw a card, and we'll pass the turn to Chris, who draws his card for turn, and then he's going to play an Ice Tunnel tapped and just pass to me. I'll draw my card for turn.
We'll do an island, right?
It wasn't 20.
We'll do an island like a civilized human. Tap it for a soul ring.
You did it.
We'll tap the soul ring.
God damn it, I hate all of you.
And I'm gonna foretell a card face down.
I'll place one card face down in my turn.
After that, we'll just go to Calvin's turn, where he'll just play a Cinderglade tapped as his land and pass to Max, who will untap, play a Castle Vantress as his land for turn, and then he'll cast Orvar the All-Form.
Does anybody have any responses before I try to win on turn 2?
No. Nope.
After proclaiming he's going to attempt to win this turn, he's going to tap for a blue and cast Twiddle, targeting his island, which triggers Orvar. He'll untap it and make a token copy of island. Then he's going to tap for 3 and he's going to cast Spellseeker. When it ETBs, he's going to search his library for a copy of Essence Flux, and he is going to cast it, targeting the Spellseeker. This triggers Orvar, so Max is going to blink the Spellseeker, and he's going to get a token copy of Spellseeker. They both trigger, meaning he gets to tutor 2 more times. He wants to go grab a Dream's Grip, in addition to a Snap. He's then going to tap for 1 blue mana and cast the Dream's Grip, targeting one of his islands. This is going to trigger Orvar, he'll untap the island, and he's going to get a token copy of that same island. Then he's going to tap for 2 mana and he's going to cast the Snap, targeting the token copy of a Spellseeker. That triggers Orvar. He's going to get another token copy of Spellseeker. That's going to trigger and he's going to be able to search his library. This time, he wants to grab a Hidden Strings. Then he's going to bounce the token, but he has a new token, so the board stays roughly the same. He'll untap 2 islands for Snap, Then he's going to tap for 2 again, and he's going to cast Hidden Strings. He wants to cipher it onto the token copy of Spellseeker, but he's going to target 2 islands in order to untap them. That's going to make him an additional island token. After that, he's finally finished shuffling his library. Chris is going to make sure Orvar does what Orvar says that it does, and then we'll go to Chris's turn where he'll untap, draw his card for turn, play a basic swamp, and then I'll tap for 2 and play a Felwar Stone. After that, we'll pass to me. I'll untap and draw my card. I'm going to play a basic Plains as my land for turn, and I don't feel safe doing anything, so I'll just pass back to Calvin. Calvin will untap, draw a card, play a mountain, and he's going to try to pass back to Max, but I have a response. I'm going to tap for a white and cast Swords to Plowshares, targeting Orvar. Max has a response. He's going to tap for 2 and cast Impulse. Look at the top 4. He's going to select one and shuffle the others into his library. After that, the Swords to Plowshares resolves. Max is going to rezone Orvar and gain 3 life. Then we're going to go back to Max's turn. He'll untap, lose 1 to his mana vault, and draw a card for turn. Then he's going to straight away tap for 6 mana and recast his commander, Orvar the Allform. Then I'll head into combat and attack Chris for 1 with the Spellseeker token. I have a response. I want a rapid hybridization, his Orvar.
I'm going to cast not Thermal Flux, Aquatex Will, targeting.
That is a tribal sorcery. Nice try, too.
Thermal Flux.
You little shit.
Targeting island.
Yeah, man. It's good.
Orvar is going to make a token copy of the island, and then the rapid hybridization will resolve.
No, Orvar said
I get a 3/3.
I got you. We're gonna use a stack branded 3/3.
How about I got a 3/3 right there?
How about we're gonna use a stack 3/3? Welcome to the stack, bitch.
Now we can finally go to combat damage, so Chris is going to take 1. That's going to trigger Cipher. Max is going to get to recast Hidden Strings, and he'll untap both Mana Vault and Soul Ring. Then he's going to tap for 6 colorless, and he wants to cast a Coveted Jewel. It enters the battlefield, triggers. Max is going to draw 3 cards, and with nothing else, we'll go back to Chris's turn, where he'll draw and play a basic island as his land for turn. Then he'll tap for 1 black mana and play a Changeling Outcast, and pass the turn back to me. I'm going to draw my card for turn, play another basic Plains as my land for turn, and pass the turn back to Calvin, where he'll draw, play a Reflecting Pool, and then he's going to tap out for 3 mana in order to cast one of his commanders, Jeska, Thrice Reborn. This resolves, so he's going to -1 the Jeska, and he's going to choose to shoot the token copy of Spellseeker, and Changing Outcast, but Max has a response. He'll tap Coveted Jewel for 3 and cast Ghostly Flicker, targeting Coveted Jewel and Spellseeker. Chris has a response to this. He'll tap for 3 and he will capsize the Coveted Jewel. This resolves, and then the Ghostly Flicker is going to resolve. That's going to trigger Spellseeker, and he's going to be able to search his library. This time he's going to opt to go get himself a copy of High Tide. After that, the Jeska minus will resolve, the Spellseeker token will die, as will the Changeling Outcast. Then we'll go back to Max's turn, where he'll take a damage to the Mana Vault, play a basic island as his land for turn, and then he's going to tap for 1 and cast the High Tide. Now all islands are doubled, so when he taps 4 of his islands for 8, he's going to be able to recast his commander, Orvar the Allform. I do have a response to this. The High Tide makes all islands tap for 2 blue, so I'll tap my island for 2 blue and my Soul Ring, and I'll use a blue and a colorless to cast Behold the Multiverse for its Foretell cost. I'll scry 2 to the bottom, draw 2 cards. I didn't find an answer, so that resolves, and so does Orvar. With that, Max is going to tap for 1 blue mana, leaving 1 floating, and cast Aquidic's Will. He'll target the island, making a copy of island, and Orvar is a merfolk, so he'll get to draw a card as well. Then he's going to tap for 6, and he's going to cast Coveted Jewel. This resolves, so Max is going to draw 3 cards, and after that, he wants to play a Lotus Petal.
Cool, Lotus Petal, cool.
Makes sense.
What did you say about the power level of the deck, you fucking maniacal
It's
liar?
a tier 2. It's a tier 2.
So
Tier 2 what? High level CEDH?
No.
Now Max is going to tap the Coveted Jewel and the island for a total of 5, and he'll leave 1 blue floating and cast Clock Spinning, buying it back to make a copy of Coveted Jewel. That's going to enter the battlefield, and he's going to draw 3 cards. Now mind you, he still does have 1 blue floating, so when he puts the Clock Spinning back in his hand, taps his Coveted Jewel for 3, he will be able to do it again. Now he has nothing floating. That's going to make a new Coveted Jewel. Max is going to draw 3 more cards and put Clock Spinning back in his hand. Then I'll tap the new Coveted Jewel for 3 mana, and he's going to cast Mind Games. He's going to target the Coveted Jewel, make a copy of it, and draw 3 cards. After that, he'll play Polluted Delta as his land for turn. He'll fetch, he's going to drop to 40, and he's going to get a basic island into play.
2 mana floating. Tap, copied Coveted Jewel, 5 mana, Peregrine Rake. Comes in, untaps 5 lands. I have 6 lands, High Tide is active. I have 12 mana available and a 13 from Lotus Petal. We're gonna go 2. We're gonna go Sapphire Medallion. So everything costs 1 less. Which is just groovy. Funny thing about Sapphire Medallion, it makes buyback also cost 1 less.
Cool.
So I'm going to then go float 1. This is 4. I'm using 3 to copy my Sapphire Medallion.
And you're
One
sure that
floating.
that makes buyback cost 1
I am
less?
sure.
Perfect.
That is, and add it onto my mana cost.
Awesome.
It makes
now-
one colorless. Makes it one colorless.
One colorless.
Yeah, but it
This is
reduces
correct.
the buyback cost.
This is correct.
Buyback cost.
So now we're gonna go for, I have 1 floating, so this only costs 2. So now I have 1 more floating. We got 1 more. So to cast this is 1 blue and a colorless to buy, or 1 blue and nothing else to cast it and buy it back. I can cast it and buy it back on Peregrine Drake. I'm gonna make 1,000 mana.
Okay.
Which is still in my hand.
Cool.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that again on my jewel, or my Coveted Jewel, until I go like this.
Draw your whole deck, yeah. Cool,
I'm gonna draw my deck.
Cool, neat, awesome.
Cool. I'm going to cast Thassa's Oracle.
Oh, neat. Cool.
And I'm going to flip over the 0 cards in my
I'm
deck.
going to respond to your Thassa's Oracle.
Okay, bring it.
Cool, you just put that in play there, Max.
Thassa's
Yeah,
Oracle.
cool. I'm going to use my blue floating
Yep.
and my colorless floating, and I'll tap for white, and I'm going to cast long-term plans.
What is it? What is it?
I'm going to search my library for a card and put it 3rd from the top.
Okay. I'm going to muddle the mixture in.
Cool. I'll tap for white.
I'm going to Arcane Denial it.
Cool.
I'm going to Force of Will it. I'm going to Fluster Storm it.
So what happens?
Yeah.
Don't shake hands with that swine.
You're right.
In fairness, Max is kind of new to playing with this group, but he kind of brought a machine gun to a baseball bat fight in this case. Max won the game. I would normally do a game wrap up here, but it doesn't matter what everyone else's decks did. Like, I kind of knew going in that Orvar was a strong commander, so I kept a removal heavy hand, and it didn't even come close to mattering. It was a bloodbath. None of us had any chance at winning this game. Orvar's busted, and you guys won't be seeing Orvar again for, honestly, probably for just like a week, because we're going to be playing some more high-powered games coming out here soon. But in lieu of a game review, I'd just like to say, fuck Orvar. That card was absolutely insane. Max did the thing. We got. Other than that, that's all you guys should need to know about the game wrap-up. Anyone who watched all the way to the end, although you're not special in this case because this is a shorter video, but I'll give it to you anyway. I don't know if it'll be in the description immediately, but we've got a new channel starting. And this channel is for people who want to see the live content, but don't want to sit there for like 3 or 4 hours straight trying to find the content they want. It's going to be called The Stack Rebound, and we're just going to like re-upload the individual games from our lives and kind of like frame them as like, you know, specific games. You'll be able to find them by searching for them, because there's like, we do between 3 and 5 games alive, and people probably want to see like some of these games that are in the middle of the live, but YouTube doesn't know like how to tell you that those games are in that live. And it would be like way too much work for us to like write it out in the description, and who reads descriptions? So we're just gonna do it on a second channel. And the lives from last Sunday will start going up the day I'm recording this, which is the 23rd of March. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Just like Jonathan Nichols. Just like Jonathan Nichols.